If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Да, бывает. Так, надо сразу стримчик вести. Так, видосики, где стрим? Стрим. Быстро запустился. Может, потому что интернет хороший? А фиг его знает. Боже мой, чё мне с голосом? Зачем я перемотал? Короче, вроде как, все выставил. Сейчас надо вот это сделать дело. Чатик вывести, все. Норм. Можно идти... Не знаю, что делать, короче, ладно. Ну, сначала, для начала, побить скоромыш. Вспомнить бы еще дело. Где-то тут должен быть данжик. То ли... А, во. Все, есть. Мастерская Дзюрури. А хрен знает, как говорить. Так что хрен с ним. Почему вечно микрофон уезжает, а? Кто мне скажет? Он задолбал. Вроде подтягиваешь, вроде как... О! Все, норм. Сияющий алтарь вечности. Воспоминания. Кого будем вспоминать? Ладно, погнали. Будем скоромышью бить скоромыш. Интересно. Скоромышью бить скоромыш. Быть. Здорово, епт. Ай, блин, я же не смогу сейчас сделать, да? Я могу только вот так сделать. Раз, два, три, полетели. Да я сам как Архон. Здорово.
There is no escape. I see everything.
Insignificant past.
Да, ну ты правда что?
Illusion shattered. This made her look.
My endless cycle begins. Cry louder.
There is no escape.
The wind rises. Search for it.
Я неуязвимый! Наверное. Нормально так шлепнул. С воздуха прям. В падении так. Чпуньк. Ну чё, махаться будем? Ладно, погнали. Ты ведаешь. Что такое вообще? Чем ты там ведаешь? Какой еще Нил? Ты вроде скоромыш. Какой нафиг Нил? Ты чё гонишь? Так, красавчик. Кстати, что это за фигня, которую она раскидывает?
Illusion shattered. Hey.
Где она? А, вот это. А я уж тебя могу зарядить котлеткой, да? Воу, потише, полегче. Ты чё? Я тебе сейчас дам, Нил, лови. Красавчик. Да давай. Ох ты ж. И это все? Это все, на что вы способны? Месье Скоромыш. Да ладно, лови. Ты че, Охранил.
Burn to oblivion!
А вот и нифига.
Good riddance, cruel world. Squall and fury. Ha! 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 Cha! Yeah! Ha! Ha! Yeah! Ha! 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 Yeah! Ha!
Я успею!
Not possible.
В смысле невозможно? Ты чё, пошутил так, что ли? Ты в меня не веришь, что ли? А смотри, как я умею. Оп,
Grow, grow, grow. Make yourselves at home.
оп, оп.
Behold!
Ты смотри, полетели.
Upon the gale. Cha! Bow your head.
Ультушечка. И
Now
Райден.
you shall perish.
I can't lose it all again.
Нормально, нормально. Живем, живем. Пук. Я уже обрадовался, что 3 выпало. Ну да ладно. Хоть так. Привет! Хоть так, ладно, фиг с ним.
As an umbrella? Huh. The audacity to even make that request.
Так, скоромышка. Таланты. Ультушечку по тебя качнуть для начала. А потом будет по 2 уже, да? Нет, по 1. Ой, это хорошо. Пил. Опа. Отлично. Отлично. И все, и пока опять развитие остановилось. Ну да ладно. Фиг с ним, с развитием. Так, нам надо ежедневно... нам надо много чего проходить. Кстати, фару занище. Чтобы прокачать фару занище, нам надо... ну нам нужен робот. Не. Так, стоп. Стоп. Нет. А что мне надо было, я не помню. Тут все максимум. Ганька. Когда Ганьку надо тоже качнуть. Но на сегодня. Кстати. Да, тут же Райден. Райдановских. Стоп, чё? Я могу это качнуть? Ну да, ладно, повысить. О, вот тут Райда нужна. На люминку. На люмишку. Охренеть тут, конечно. Люмин, ДД. ДД дендра, да? Дендра ДД. О. Тортик. Тохтик. Тебя потом тоже покачать, что ли? У тебя атаки вообще ни хрена. Это максимально. Сам себя атаку бафает. Нормально. Так, фул. Почти. Фига. Тут у нас что? Тут у нас не надо нам это, да? О! Когда-нибудь надо сянку прям вообще качнуть. Качнуть. И его вот по-любому отвечаю. Ну 1 левел остался, да? И вот это вот тоже по-любому. Так, что у нас есть еще? Так, 7, 8, 7. Ульту я качнул и ешку я качнул. Нормально. О, рыбка. Лягушка.
Too slow.
Здрасте.
The wind rises.
Мясо. Давай мне мясо. Так, были ежедневки. Во. Для начала надо выполнить ежедневки, а потом всякую фигню.
You're so happy just to see the sun again. How childish.
Ага, и что я сделал? Если я сделал вот так, то вот так. Ну у меня, по идее, то же самое будет. Так, стоп.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Вот это прикол. Настройки. Трансляция. Вывод. Что за прикол? Я сейчас не могу, да, что ли? Не, ну трансляция же идет. А прикол, короче, в том, что ошибка текущее разрешение 2К не поддерживается на YouTube. Рекомендую использовать формат 1920 на 1080. Но стрим-то идет. Интересная фигня. Ладно. Ладно, пока на это забьем. Они играют в карты. Азартники. Хе-хе. Азартные игроки в картежке. Куда мы еще летим? Ограниченная по времени битва. Нормально. Это как стремительная резня почти. Тоже надо всех отмутузить. Уи! Ну, погнали. Ставим так. Ставим так.
Illusion shattered. Everyone hold hands.
А что, пока два вот здесь время пишки?
Squall and fury. You dare to gaze upon me?
Ох, как хорошо.
Shine down. Committed to memory. I'm dead.
Все, что ли? А чё так быстро? Вот опять появление блуждающего огонька. Мне вот что интересно. Из-за этой ошибки может стрим не показываться? Не, ну это было быстро. Так, это чё? Чрезвычайная ситуация. А шо в ней такого чрезвычайного? О, мы и так долетим. Ну, почти. Наверное, возможно. Но это не точно. Не знаю. Чё у нас с леволапом? О, 90 почти 100 косарей. До Нового года. Может, соточка и будет. Не, по-любому соточка будет. Сейчас, если каждый день данжики, там не данжики. Кстати, про данжики надо еще. Так. Рейден Сёгун отметелить. Прямой эфир. Так и хочется сказать. Да нахрена! Сейчас будет больно. Ай. Зачем я это сделал? Кто мне скажет?
The wind rises.
И...
Quit following me.
А, так это грибы. Грибы, здорово. Противные,
I see everything.
надоедливые грибочки. О, прикольно. Даже споры. О, даже споры есть. Круто. Нахида будет рада, да? И последняя. Непревзойденный улов. Кто-то что-то поймал? Ну, пойдем посмотрим. Здорово! Что случилось? Я же летать могу. Что я делаю?
Squall and Fury.
Ну как летать умею? Ну почти. Близок к этому, да. И нифига. Правда? Нет, кривда. В смысле, что тебе принести? Закатник и пшеницу? Чего? Найдите материалы для Чего? А чё так далеко? А поближе никак? У меня как бы есть такие материалы. Можно я ему отдам сразу?
The wind rises.
О. Или него.
Squall and Fury.
А, ну понятно. Грибочек. Лови меня. Пиу. Мы ничего не попутали.
Solidify!
Illusion shattered.
Мелкие засранцы.
Behold.
А, ну да. Так их, конечно, не достану. Пам-пам. Пам-пам. Ну, погнали, а если отсюда лететь? У меня вот эта ошибка вообще. Качество трансляции плохое. Чего? Плохое качество трансляции? Что говорит?
Want to buy some spices? We have all the usual, but at affordable prices.
Мне нужен статистика. А значит, мне нужен второй монитор. Наверное, я буду пока на второй монитор копить. Вот кто мне скажет, зачем я так пошел? Я же мог опять отсюда полететь, наверное. И арабская ночь. Уи! Кораблики. Скоромыш врезался. Бывает. Арабская ночь. Уи! Хеликоптер на свободе. Раз, два, три, полетели. Здорово, чувак. Да, я принес тебе... как бы... тебе надо было именно по миссии грибочек, да? То, что у меня грибов дофига, это как бы пофиг, да? Ну ладно. Добрый вечер, приветик. Добрый. Так. Все, эти выполнены. Ой, ё-моё, не то. Да, опять не то. Награды. Я хочу свои награды. Верните. Катеринка! Уи, я лечу к тебе. А ты где? А, точно, ты же выше.
Add Astra.
Да-да-да, здорово.
Thank you for
Спасибо.
Add Astra.
А еще можно примагемчиков насыпать? Я, конечно, не про корицу с этим, ну ладно. Что на скаре стоит? А из оружия или из сета? Сейчас покажу. Отправлю моих искателей путешествий на скаре. У меня пень странника, песнь. Ну, короче, из-за критов. Ну и пассивка прикольно. А по артефактам у меня вообще хрень полная. Типа 2 гладиатора и... У меня вот с критами вот хорошо. То, что тут криты есть. Ну так, пока я на него не собирал нормальный сет. Но по характеристикам вроде ничего. 37, ну, шанс крита и 237 крит урон. Ну так-то бодро сносит. Бодро. Есть, короче, книжка вот такая. Но шанса крита у него и так дофига. Если сделать, то крит урон будет страдать. Ну, 70 на 182. Печалька, конечно. Вот сигнал бы странника выбить, и будет круто. Там как раз крит урон. Но я считаю и так нормально. На Мика крит урон 265. Круто. Ну, у меня нормальных сетов даже нет. Я так редко фармлю. Так-то надо заняться этим вопросиком. Как-нибудь. Но сегодня, думаю, сходить надо. Может, что-нибудь выпадет, а может и нифига, как обычно. Блин, опять пинг скочит. Меня этот пинг убивает вообще. Так, это я все забрал. Так. Что у нас по БПшке? 10 босс, 500 тысяч моры, блюда, крафт. По стандарту вообще. Пойти хавчик приготовить, что ли? О, рецепт. Фига себе. Так, чего там было? Что-то новое, что-то новое. А где? Почему не показывать, типа, что новое? Ну да. Чё я вообще хотел? Мне как бы надо еще вот книжечки. Среда, суббота, воскресенье. Сегодня понедельник. Ну, нифига. Значит, надо на сет побегать. Надо криты, короче, до 300 разгонять. Думаю. Шанс крита полтинника и этот... До 300, короче. Ну или 280. Как получится. Только это надо выбивать. Выбивать. А всегда падает полная фигня. Тестовый... Ой. Так, это же у нас обновилось, да? Да. Ой, еще 30 примагемчиков. Ху-ху. Правило. Что правило? К заданию. Отслеживать. И где? А, дождите следующего дня. Пал. Следующего... Интересно, это считается как новый день, потому что... Вот так, если сделать. По идее, должен считаться. Испытание смелости. Опять. Погнали. О. Течение жизни. Прям течение.
Traveler, Paimon, please let me be your partner. I'd like your assistance with...
That's fine with Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
I have a few... There are some places...
Sure.
I want to go back. I believe there may... Are you worried? My worry.
Wow, Haze.
The more cases...
Течение жизни. Новая глава. Так, чё, куда? К месту первой встречи с таинственной женщиной. Таинственная женщина, ты кто?
This should be approximately where you first encountered. Of course, we cannot but I'd like to go over everything that happened.
Let Paimon think. She warned us not to go near her, and she said if we didn't leave, our souls would... Paimon doesn't...
And then what happened?
Then, everything seemed to get darker, and Paimon saw some sort of black mist surrounding the ghost, and then... Paimon
Based on your account, it does...
Exactly! So are you convinced it was...
It's possible, but I'm more interested in what she's actually trying to achieve, than even if she is a ghost. As long as she possesses some sense of reason, then there must be some purpose behind her...
Wasn't she after our souls? She said that herself.
I think she was just trying to scare you.
Oh, you...
Think about it. If I had the ability to take your souls, then why go to... Besides, a ghost wouldn't have allowed you to walk away.
That does make sense.
I believe there are only two possibilities. But if you had really been cursed, then you would probably... So...
But why would she want... Maybe she was trying to get us to quit so she could claim the Test of Courage prizes. Oh. Probably not. So why does she want to scare us? Do you...
Based solely... But this evidence, though...
Поищите подсказки в окрестностях. 2 штучки. Оп. И оп. Обсудите одноружие с Хейдел. Хейдел!
Have you found any leads yet?
Yeah, some tree branches...
I see. Aside from the bent branch, if only there was some more conclusive evidence.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, it's you guys! We heard you were out searching for... Oh, that's...
Actually, we just asked them. That lady is either a nasty, evil spirit, or from... But we...
We long, which is why we want... Even though our power...
The Jinju Forest covers a large area. Welcome to the team.
Don't worry, we're...
Следуйте находки маленьких йокаев. Что они там нашли?
Look what I found down by the river! Huh? What is it?
Is it a scrap of black cloth? I've never seen fabric like this before.
This is a piece of shade cloth.
Shade cloth?
Yeah. It can effectively block out light and is used in a variety of settings. There's a rough tear in the cloth, probably
Branches?
Suppose that a large shade cloth was originally hung from a tree, bending the branches. When the shade cloth was removed from the tree, perhaps one of the corners caught and the branches ripped it. Either she didn't care, or she was in too great a hurry. Perhaps she had...
But why would she hang shade cloth in the trees?
I'm only speculating, but maybe she used it to create the atmosphere you experienced. Let's not worry about that for now. There's still many variables. Next, I'd like to investigate the place where the Arata...
Oh, I know the way. I asked the gang members where their encounter with the...
Good. Please lead the way. Let's go find out what's going...
Погнали выясним. Куда? О.
Quick, follow. Behold!
Да, остановочка.
This is the place. They claimed that as they passed through here, the area suddenly grew...
What a coincidence. We saw the very same...
Let's start by taking a look around the area, just as we did before.
I found some sort of... The inside of it...
Judging from brother...
there's some strange powder and I picked some up and...
Он понюхал какой-то странный порошок. Какой ужас.
Similar scare tactics. I believe we're closing in on the truth now. I'm almost certain that the woman you encountered was not a ghost. She possesses no extraordinary powers. She was merely scaring people with some small...
Some small props? But can you really do all that with...
First and foremost, the test of courage contributed to the unsettling You were initially frightened by your first encounter with these 3 yokai.
Сколько у тебя
And then
персов?
shortly after, you ran
Именно
because you were
легендарок или вообще всех?
That's when she pulled down the shade cloth and lit those so-called ghostly flames.
So, it was all just...
She tricked us!
There is, however, still... That couldn't have been a...
Oh.
А, вообще всех? Сейчас надо
She
глянуть.
can only...
Whoa.
If we rule out the... I know who the woman...
We'll come...
No. You should go back and tell the other... The truth has surfaced.
Okay, if you run into...
There shouldn't be any danger.
Сейчас скажу.
Let's search along the
Сейчас
cliffside.
скажу. Всего персонажей у меня... Так.
Relax.
42.
Relax.
У меня 59 ранг, а Мона меня игнорит просто вот постоянно. У меня уже все вот есть из стандартного баннера, блин. Кроме Моны. Ну и Тигнари. Ну Тигнари раньше не был. Значит, твоих нет. Так. Поищите на побережье все необычное. Окей.
Too slow.
Что тут есть необычного? Огоньки.
I knew it.
Прикольно.
I knew that you would come find me here.
У меня делюк уже C2. Или C3. Не помню. C2 вроде. Зато Джин C3.
There she is. Paimon thought you were a yokai like the others, but they said they never seen you before. So, who are you? And why did you try to scare us?
I have already warned you never to speak to me. If you don't leave now, then...
She's terrifying! Hazel, it sure doesn't seem like she's using any props this time!
Don't move. Just trust me. Your yokai power won't scare us. It will only hasten your demise.
Yokai power?
Huh? How did you know?
You're a yokai that emerged from an object and assumed a human form outside of your own body. When this type of yokai is close to its own body, it can use some yokai power, but that ability weakens as it moves further away. And if the original body is destroyed, then the yokai that originated from it will likewise... Should I refer to you as a Hagoita spirit, or Tsukumo Gami?
Хагоиты.
Don't bother. You may call me Hanyuda Chizuru. That is the name I go by now.
Chizuru, why do you want us to leave? If you're a yokai, you should understand why the other yokai want to interact with humans. Besides, we had a great time playing Akitsu Yugen together, didn't we? Just like the story of Kamai and the samurai.
Yes. That's why. That's why I don't want you to be sad too.
Да мы не страдаем вроде.
Sad? What do you mean?
I'm sure the yokai have already told you of the story about Kamai befriending this, but they don't actually know the
Истории.
The samurai was about 25 years old when they met at the festival. They met again 10 years later and remained friends. They spent time together drinking, traveling, and sparring. When they had first met, they merely respected each other, but 10 years later, they became best friends. After another decade, the samurai had reached the pinnacle of his swordsmanship and won their duel by a narrow margin. Kamai was so astonished by his defeat, he gave up drinking and began training to become stronger for their next duel. However, another 10 years later, Kamai did not meet the samurai. As it turned out, war had broken out in the south, and the samurai had gone to defend the border. Kamai was unconcerned, because 10 years was nothing in a yokai's lifetime. But when they met once again, Kamai discovered that the samurai was already 65 years old. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the samurai's gray hair and scars covering his body.
Hey, old friend. Can you still wield the sword?
I'm getting too old to fight. This time, I've come to say goodbye.
I see. Then, how about one last game of Akitsu Hazara?
All right.
The samurai gave his best effort during the game, but had to quit halfway through because he was too weak. After putting down his agoita, Kamai remained silent for a long time before letting out a long sigh.
What a shame.
Their friendship started as something they looked forward to, and in just a few decades, Lord Kamai's appearance hadn't changed. But his dear friend in front of him had grown. People often say that those outside the situation can see things more clearly. We yokai are different from humans. We have longer lifespans and different natures, but we share the same world. When the dream ends, all that is left are sorrowful memory. Even a wise and seasoned yokai like Kamai felt sadness when it was time to say goodbye.
Oh.
So, you mean...
I was hiding on this beach, waiting for the last, but those 3 yokai came and set up the Akitsuyu. I didn't want them to approach humans with unbridled optimism and enthusiasm just because they...
Is that why you pretended to be a ghost? To scare all the people away from... Oh, so you must be the one who trapped that guy on the beach. That was...
My power has become pretty weak now, and most of the time I just use some props I've collected to scare people. I can't show myself when there are a lot of people around. But that jerk was greedy. He wanted to steal the decorations from Akitsu Yugen and sell them for a profit. That's why I used my yokai power.
So that's what happened. By the way, how did you know the rest of the story about
It's okay if you don't want to tell us. I've already figured it out. Your true form is this pair of Hagoita, isn't it?
Hagoita? Oh, wait! So that means she...
The pair of Hagoita used by Kamai and the human samurai to play Akitsu Hazura hundreds of years. You gradually developed sentience after being influenced by great yokai power. You were the closest to witness their story. Even with the yokai power's blessing, the Hagoita have started to rot away after hundreds of years. You can't sustain yourself, so you were forced to rely on props to scare people. And if my theory is correct, this pair of Hagoita...
Excellent work. You figured it all out.
О, Мико.
Congratulations, little ones. You've passed the 3rd round of the test of courage.
Miko? And the Shrine Maiden? Paimon thought you went...
I apologize for causing you concern.
Well, what did you think? Because fear is induced by uncertainty,
The more chaotic the situation, the better. Having the event staff also mysteriously vanish only added to the uncertainty.
So you're the one responsible for all the scary stuff.
Hitomi, go tell the others that the test of courage has ended and that we have a winner.
Now that I've solved the mystery, I'm going back to meet with my client. The intent to steal is not exactly a serious crime, but it can't. I'll see you two later.
Miko, did you choose the Hagoita for the third round of the test of courage because you
Miko, Lady Yae, you're...
I followed Kitsune Saigu around the Mikawa Flower Festival one year and saw her play Akitsu Hazura. That was when I saw you. You didn't have a human form at the time and possessed only the earliest traces.
I remember now. You were on Kitsune Saigu's shoulder.
I went for a stroll on the beach some time ago and sensed a familiar yokai power. Though your power was weak, I was still able to find you. You were sitting in a tree, gazing at the tourists below. I overheard you telling yourself that you must be patient and avoid contact with humans.
Huh? When was that? I didn't notice you at all.
With your powers being so diminished, it was only natural that you didn't notice me. You must have been blaming yourself all this time. You knew Kamai and the samurai became friends as a result of Akitsu Hazura.
At the time, I couldn't take on a human form like this. I had only after they first met at the Mikawa Flower Festival. I felt proud to know that I had... But after they said their final goodbyes, I could often hear Kamai sighing to himself. Lady Yae, you are a well-known yokai. You must know many more things than I do. People meet, become friends, and then go their separate ways. Is it really worthwhile for us yokai to interact with humans?
Why not? Tell me, how did you feel when you played Akitsu Yugen with the Traveler?
I felt happy.
But your rationality told you that it was wrong, didn't it? It turns out that there is still another piece to the story of Kamai and the samurai that you are...
What do you mean? The samurai and Kamai never...
True, but the story doesn't end there. That samurai's name was Yanagibashi Takuto, who also happens to be the founder of the... It is believed that Takuto developed this style of swordsmanship while dueling with Kamai, who had also befriended the third-generation heir of the Soran Ishin art, Tominaga. 500 years ago, Kamai and Tominaga fought side by side until their final moments, and the sword Tominaga wielded was passed down from Yanagibashi.
Oh.
We yokai are not like humans. Humans have too short a lifespan, and the day will inevitably come when we must say goodbye. However, the bond formed by friendship will not be broken, but there's no reason to be upset by this. Time flies by in an instant, and life passes by like a dream. So, you must be happy in the present. You should understand what I mean now.
Hey, compadres!
Ito, what are you doing here?
Hitomi told me everything. And I also heard that you won the last round. I even know who the ghost lady is now. Anyway, I had a little discussion with the other. Hey, you're that fox lady. Why are you here?
Please just disregard my presence. Now, tell us what you discussed.
А с телефона можно трансляцию вести? Я даже не знаю, я телефон никогда не вел.
Right. Alright, listen up. To celebrate the end of the Test of Courage event, we will be holding the Mikawa Flower Festival. I gave it some real thought and realized that it might be kind of difficult for those little yokai to hold the festival on their own. But with my help, it won't be a problem. That's right. Arataki, the one and only Ito, will be in charge of organizing the best Mikawa Flower Festival anyone's ever seen.
Hooray for Ito!
Oh.
Can we really trust this guy with event
Hey, what you trying to say? Besides, it won't just be me. Other people will help too. Even my bro Ayato is gonna... Everyone's busy getting ready, and the festival will be up and running in no time. It won't be long until you...
You're the best, Ito!
Oh.
And what would a festival be without me? I'll be sure to go have a look too. It has been some time since I've attended a festival. Fortunately, I brought sake with me.
Paimon's gotta admit, Ito does have his moments. A festival, delicious food, count Paimon in!
All right, I'll join. If you don't mind, that is.
Looks like the festival has started! Let's go check it out! Ito and Goro! What are you two talking about?
Oh, I was just saying that if I had more time, I'd have built a massive fishing pond here.
Fishing? You know, when I lived on Watatsumi Island, I used to just dive into the sea.
Take it from an expert, using your hands to catch fish is nowhere near... Just the other day, I caught a fish so big that I didn't even know how to handle it. I even wrote a letter to Yae Publishing House about it.
That's an unusual problem to have.
Huh? A big fish? How come you didn't tell us? Paimon could have helped you eat.
Huh? You wrote a letter to Yae Publishing House?
Oh, you bet I did. I wrote to the That's Life column and asked Miss Hina for advice. She's so amazing. She got back to me.
Huh, what a coincidence. I do some part-time work there, and I recently received a similar letter.
You mean the letter was about dealing with a giant fish they caught? No. Could it be? Could it be that there's someone as good at fishing as I am? Oh, not on my watch. Hey, you all go enjoy the festival. I'm gonna get out there and catch an even bigger fish. Just you wait. I'll be inviting you all to my fish feast.
Aw, the string snapped. I was so close. Yoimiya, this is more difficult than it looks. Can you really fish out these water balloons?
Don't worry. Let me show you a little trick. Just remember that your hand has to be quick. Yo-Yo Tsuri! Paimon's seen this game in some light novels before. Do you want to give it a shot? Close one eye, aim carefully, and fish it out quickly. Oh, it looks kinda tricky. Paimon will let the traveler try. You have to...
But Yoimiya, if I close one eye, I won't be able to see anything.
This ramen is so good.
Yes, it feels like it's been ages since...
You mean you don't get to eat ramen very often, Ayaka? But it's so delicious!
Oh, it's you. We'll need 2 more bowls of ramen, please. Food like ramen and hot pot tend to have a lot of oil and salt, so
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, now Paimon totally gets why Ayaka would put cake in the...
Huh?
Oh, please, no need...
I'm stuffed and feeling a little sleepy. I'm just gonna take a nap.
By the way, were there any special stalls at yokai festivals in the past?
Yes, but... well, it's a long story.
Paimon can't believe you couldn't get a single water balloon. You've gotten rusty.
Ага. Прикольно.
Chizuru managed to finally get one and gave it to Hitotsume Kozo.
He looked like he really wanted it.
But Paimon wanted one too.
Поймай, такая грустненькая.
All right, then I'll catch one for you next time.
Yay!
Come on now, this is way more expensive than usual. Even if it is a festival, you shouldn't hike up the prices this much.
Hey now, it costs money to run a stall. I need to raise my prices to help cover the expense.
Fair enough. How about 5 masks for 30% off? Final offer.
Alright, alright.
Зачем Томми маски?
It's so hot. Feels like I'm being roasted here.
Don't get too close. It's better to keep a few...
I know. It's just so rare to see such a nice bonfire. I want to get as...
There are many beautiful things in the world. There's no need to be anxious. The festival has only...
I was surprised that you didn't even tell your sister. It seems she was quite frightened, too.
It would have been uninteresting had I told her what was going to happen ahead of time. Besides, with her friends by her side, she wouldn't ever be too scared. Having a little fright is good.
Everything went according to plan. People started to panic as soon as they sensed that they had no idea.
Yes, well done.
Hey, you two, stop laughing! It was scary!
Have you finished exploring the festival? Well then, are you having a good time?
Yeah, it's great!
The original Mikawa Flower Festival was much more lively. But even if you could attend the original, you probably wouldn't be as... Because it's always more fun to enjoy a festival with friends, isn't it?
Yes. Thank you.
Well then, I'm guessing you have something you want to say to her alone. We'll leave you in peace.
What did you want to say to us?
Ah, you saw through me again. I can't help but feel you somehow know...
It's not that I know everything. It's just that I've been in your position before.
Ай, больно.
Traveler, do you have a moment? I'd like to talk to you. Alone on the beach.
The wind rises. Surge forth. Squall and fury.
All right, here will do. Thank you for agreeing to come with me. Actually, I was delighted when I first discovered that I could take on a human form. I was a yokai derived from a pair of Hagoita who came into being in the middle of a festival. So naturally, I enjoyed the lively festival I wanted to go to more festivals, become friends with humans, and play Akitsu Yugen. But every evening, as night began to set in, I'd recall the bitter smile of the old samurai, as then I would wonder, if I became friends with a human. As a result, I was convinced that I couldn't do it. I told myself I would not repeat that same mistake. I'm sorry that I spoke so strangely when we first met. I'm sure it must have scared you. I expected you to flee in terror. But when we met again, you acted like I knew you mistook me as one of the yokai. But instead of telling you the truth, I went and played Akitsu Yugen with you. I'm not completely sure myself.
Спасибо. Ну, я стараюсь... Так. Походу, с интернетом у меня опять беда. Спасибо. Ну, я стараюсь такие...
Perhaps it's
более-менее
because I've
видосики делать.
always wanted to be like Kamai and play Akitsu Yugen with humans. Or perhaps it was because I knew I didn't have much time left, and I didn't want to be alone. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to play with me. When we played Akitsu Yugen, Paimon said the loser would have to grant the winner a wish. At the time, I wished for us to never cross paths. However, you still came and found me. Meaning you never granted my... Let me think. I wish for you to remember me. No. I only have one wish, so I better make it count. Okay. Listen carefully. I wish that every day of your journey ahead will be filled with joy, like a festival.
Грустненько. Грустненько. Так, я могу сделать круточку? А пока нет. Надо тогда пройти Тетрис. Тетрис. Прикольно. Столько перцев. Здорово!
I've grown taller.
Я подросла и спит. Нормально.
Every year when the fireworks go off, as each year pop, but I've...
Прикольно. Столько персонажей. Хи-хи. Не, реально прикольно. Классно сделали. О. Красиво. А, кстати, где шарики? Хочу шарики. Шарики ловить хочу. Все, поймал. Хе-хе. Так. Сладкое трехцветное данго. О, ну тут как все нужны, по идее, да? Так, платформа и шарик. Вроде. Так. Полетели! Вот! Капец. Ты когда-нибудь вернешься, шарик? Давай, давай! Шарик бы еще не прокакать. А, нормально. Давай! 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 Да. О, хорошо. Ай. Блин, я не сделал, что... Платформа же сделала, чтобы увеличилась. Давай. О. Прикольно. Прикольненько. Так, давай дальше. Что там дальше? Режим за... Ой, нет! Не то нажал. Я же соло хотел. А чё? А, ну да. Платформа. Шарики. И где-то были очки. Бо. Пойдет. Пил. Блин, не успел. Пил. успел. Не успел. Опять мячик прокакал. Нифига там очечев. Не, ну вот это было ни хрена себе. Почти 10 косарей. Первый раз такое, конечно. Нормально так. Я бы даже сказал, слишком нормально. Ой. Так, и последняя, да? Так, ну тут вроде как тоже все нужны. Все стихии типа. Так. Расширяющаяся платформа. Можно поставить барьер и... Вот так. Ну это обычный вроде как. Пока что. Пиу! Пинг у меня сейчас, конечно, ужасный. Но это было очень быстро. Прикольно. Вроде там еще один должен быть с боссом в конце, да? Так. Так. Не знаю, всех остальных почему-то даже не использую. Так, платформа. Мячики. Ячичи. А мячик сегодня вернется? Спасибо. Зато чечи не успею поднимать. Эть, промазал. Восемь косиков. Круто. Просто офигенно. Так, надо забрать награды. Все, пинг улетел. Фиг пойми куда. Покрутим немножко. Так, а что там еще? Забава. Ну все. Вроде как это все прошел. Почему нет кнопочки скупить все сразу? Было бы очень удобно. Ну, зато миллион всяких книжек будет, круто.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and
Морская чаровница? Прикол. Так. Платформа. Шарики. И очки, да? Не, во. Пушка. Фига себе. Какие-то там водные зеркала. А это было очень быстро. Бамс. Бамс. Что так быстро? А, ну все. Блин, это было быстро. 5700. Думаю, нормально, наверное. Все прошел. Ух, все сразу круто. Круть. Надо все докупить. Тут ровно 40. Круть. Все, ивент пройден. Пау. Так еще чуть-чуть и 30 левел будет. Круто. А у меня с пингом опять беда. Беда. Куда, кстати, там обновляется? Так, магазин. Через 12 дней. Так, а сколько у меня молитв сейчас выполнено? 47, еще 3 молитвы надо. Блин, успею, не успею? Фиг его знает. Кстати. Баг поправили, нет? Да. Окей, ладно. Так, ну я пока, значит, завершаю стрим. Что-то я устал, хочу спать. С работы сегодня. Ладненько, до завтра.